Start.
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Welcome everyone to online get together. Today, Her Grace Padmavati Mataji will be giving her transcendental words of wisdom on 84 course of on the glorification of 84 course of Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, welcome Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. जगत गुरु शीला प्रभुपाद की जय, होलीनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय, हिज ग्रेस रूपलास प्रभु जी की जय, सभी भक्त वृंद की जय, हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। सबको दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानं तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं संस्थापितं येन भूतले स्वरूपकदामयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Dhanvat pranam to all the devotees. So today's topic is the 84 course parikrama of Braj Mandal, and in that parikrama we basically visit 12 forests, the 12 vana of Vrindavan, which are of great importance. And these 12 vana, they refer to all the principal forests of Braja, where Lord Krishna has performed all the divine pastimes. And these forests are divided, 7 on the eastern side of Yamuna and 5 are on the western side of Yamuna. So we begin with the eastern side. The first is Madhuvan. This is a very ancient forest known for its historical significance. And in Kalyuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had also come here and he had taken holy dip in the Krishna Kund, which is situated in this one. So it is of great importance. Talavan. This forest is full of palm trees, and Lord Balram had killed the demon Dhenukasura here. So it has got great importance and relevance. Kumudvan. This is a forest which has abundant of lily flowers once upon a time. It is not there now, but once upon a time it was abundant with lily flowers. Lord Krishna with the cowherd boys used to come here for grazing the cows and enjoying in the Kumuda Kunda. Then comes the Bahulavan. It is located between Radhakund and Vrindavan. It is a dwelling place of Sri Krishna's Sakhi Bahula. Bahula is actually the name of a cow who was known for her courage, selflessness and honesty. So Bahula वन में एक छोटी सी हमें कथा बताई थी, just for 2 minutes. So Bahula was a cow and she was a symbol of dharma. Why they say that is that cow, she was passing through this forest and she was going back to her place where she resides. जिस घर में, जिस ब्राह्मण के घर में उनको जगह थी, वो वहां पर वापस जा रही थी आफ्टर ग्रेजिंग. तो शी केम अक्रॉस अ टाइगर. उनके सामने शेर आ गए और फिर the tiger said that I want to eat you and I want to finish you. So you be ready for it. So the cow said, please let me go back to the Brahmana, inform him, और वहां पे मेरा छोटा बछड़ा मेरी वेट कर रहा है. My calf is waiting for me. So I will just feed some milk and I will come back and I will give them the news that I am going back. And the tiger has, he's allowed me to do so. So I will go finish my work and come back to you. So tiger ने बहुत argument के बाद बोला ठीक है, I trust you. And then the cow, Bahula, she went back to the Brahmana's house where she was taking care. He was the caretaker. And she went and she fed the calf. While feeding the calf noticed that my mother is immensely in pain and sorrow and she's crying. Tears are flowing down her eyes. So the calf came up and told that what's wrong with you? I'm not able to feed. I'm not able to take the feed from you. क्या तकलीफ है आपको? आप you share with me. So she said the entire instance कि tiger ने मुझे approach कर लिया and I had to give him the promise and now to keep the promise I have to go back. So the calf said, no problem, mother. I will go with you. I will stand in front of you and I'll tell the tiger first you eat me, then you eat my mother. Because you're more important than me. You can give birth to more calves. What will happen if you die? Where is the milk? This way the calf also explained that you're very important. And the Brahmana who was just getting the grass to feed them, he was hearing their talks. तो ब्राह्मणा ने सुना कि किस प्रकार माँ और बछड़ा आपस में बात कर रहे और त्याग की भावना, उनके अंदर किस प्रकार त्याग की भावना प्रबल है. So the Brahmana said, nothing doing. We three will go there and I will tell the tiger, you eat me. Why should you go through this pain and suffering? So finally, they all three decided and they went to the tiger. Now the tiger was very surprised. He had not expected that the cow will come back. So He was very surprised to see all three of them, and all three are ready to give up their lives for each other. So after this instance, Lord Krishna, his favorite cow, Bahula, she became a symbol of dharma or speaking truth. And that's why that place is called Bahulavan. And you have the statues of the cow, the Brahmana, and the calf. So it just reminds us that how at that time there was some truth which was prevalent. And basically, Lord has made the cow the one very famous with the name of the cow because she showed some aspects of dharma in her. Then we have the Kamya one. This is an enchanting forest that has the most famous Radha Govinda temple. And here Vrinda Devi is worshipped. And Kameshwar Mahadev temple is also here. So in each one we saw there are so many kund, there are so many Prachin temples, all of lot of importance and relevance. So we were allowed to take dip in all the kund and just take the mercy and the blessings of the Lord. Then we have the Kandir one. This is a forest where Lord Krishna killed the demon Bakasura, and it is a meeting place of Krishna and gopis in the Madhurya Kund. There is a kund which was named Madhurya Kund, where Lord Krishna with his gopis used to enjoy the pastimes and the Leela. Then we have Vrindavan. Here all the significant Leelas of Lord Krishna took place, and it is very famous for all the Prachin temples and the Vigra. It is very famous for Nidhivan, the Kalya Daha, Seva Kunj, the Vamshi Vata, Gopeshwar Mahadev, Brahma Kund, and so many other temples like this. So Vrindavan we generally visit, but these other one which are there and connected, we do not visit until and unless we go through each one of them. And this 84 course parikrama helps us to visit all the 12 ones by walking. Okay, then we'll go to the forest on the western side. That is Bhandirvan. Here Lord Krishna had swallowed the forest fire and killed the demon Vitrasura. This was a demon who was sent as a calf to harm cowherds and the calves by Kansa. Lord Balram also killed Pralambasura, who came disguised as a cowherd boy himself. Then comes the Bhandirvan. This forest is named after Lord Sri Balabhadra, that is Balram, as this was his main playground. The main places of worship was Bhadra Sarovar and the Gochara Sthala. Then we come to Belvan. This forest has abundant bale trees, and Lakshmi Devi is still doing tapasya here to cross the Yamuna river and enter the Ras Leela. It is a dwelling place of Lakshmi Devi. Why? Because when the last Leela was going on, Lakshmi Devi also wanted, the goddess of fortune wanted to attend the Ras Leela, but she was not allowed. Because Ras Leela is meant for the gopis and a very high souls. We know that gopis, they love Sri Krishna and Lord Krishna reciprocates to them. And here to enter this thali, you need to do a lot of tapasya. So they say that Lakshmi Devi is still dwelling in this place and completing the tapasya so that someday she gets to enter the Ras Leela. Then we come to Lohavan. It is a forest where Jarasandha and his army was defeated 18 times by Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna also killed the demon Lohasura, who had iron-like thighs. He tore this demon into two parts. Then we have Mahavana. Here Lord Krishna performed many childhood activities and leelas. Here demon Putna had disguised herself as a Gopika and came to feed Krishna. But her main intention was to kill baby Krishna. And here baby Krishna also revealed his Vishwa Sarupa to Mata Yashoda. In the mouth, and then he opened the mouth and he showed the Vishwa Sarupa to Yashoda Mata. Okay, so we have completed all the vanas. And then the main important thing that why it is called 84 course parikrama. I happened to meet the head of the person who runs this entire parikrama. I forgot his name. I think Ishtadev Prabhuji. His name is Ishtadev Prabhuji. And he explained to us that when you do this 84 course parikrama, what basically happens is, जो 84 lakh योनि में हमको घूमकर आना है ना, that gets deleted from your file. Okay. And he also said कि ये परिक्रमा करने के बाद you should have your consciousness more purified. And you should try to take some kind of sankalpa. You should try to purify self by, वो जिस भी कुंड में आप डिप मार रहे हो, आप जिस भी जगह पर स्थान पर बैठ रहे हो, where भगवान श्री कृष्ण के चरण ऑलरेडी वहां पर घूम चुके हैं. So when you are reaching such places, you please beg to the Lord for more mercy and for more bhakti. आप ये जगहों को मटीरियल सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन करने के लिए बिल्कुल मत एसोसिएट कीजिए. दिस वाज हिज पर्सनल व्हाट यू से एडवाइस कि आप जब ऐसे स्थानों पर आते हो, दे आर वेरी वेरी प्योरिफाइड प्लेसेस, वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग प्लेसेस. So whenever you get a chance, you should come for these 84 course parikrama. You should visit these places. We have the tent. We were staying two days. We were staying in each of the places, and we were getting the association of the people over there, and we were getting so much of spiritual bliss, the eternal bliss that you say, because from morning to evening we were all connected together. So his saying was that when you come to such places, you come with the attitude of doing tapa. And this tapasya will purify you further for better bhakti. Because ऐसा नहीं होता कि आप 84 कोर्स परिक्रमा कर चुके and then when you go back when you go back you start with your regular routine और आप में कोई change नहीं आता. So main thing is bring that change in you. Consciously 30 days you're getting to spend with all the powerful places, strong places where the Lord was himself present. And then you had Loknath Swami Maharaj, you had disciples of Srila Prabhupada who were coming there. They were giving us lectures in the evening. So the schedule was made in such a way that you don't have even a moment to go through your cell and do time pass. It was so well organized. So such places are meant for purification and tapa. Why I'm saying tapa? Because there you had to stay in the tents. Then you had, common bathrooms. You had the common place for taking bath, for washing your clothes. And you were served one kind of lunch and dinner and breakfast everyone was getting. And dinner was getting over by 5:36. So there was a very strict kind of a rule and regulation which you were following. And you understand that actually the tapa which we are only talking about, Mumbai mein reh ke tapa nahi ho sakta. Mumbai, we are very comfortable with our houses and all the amenities, facilities, what we have. And then Maya is there to distract us. Maya Devi छोड़ती नहीं है, तो वहां पे ऐसा strict प्रबंध था कि माया देवी आपके यहाँ enter ही नहीं कर पाए. फिर भी I know it depends on each person to person because thought level पर we again can have thoughts, which can degrade us. But the atmosphere was so charging and it was so strikingly beautiful, I must say, with so many devotees around that a person who goes with an open mind that I'm going to do tapa and I'm going to, see these places with an open mind, that person will definitely grasp the good qualities, the good points and come back. And this will obviously make some difference to your life. So I happened to meet a few devotees there whom we don't know. Actually, there were 1,500 devotees. In this group which we went, there were 1,500 devotees. And whenever we were walking, we had to do the parikrama by walking, Padyatra pe. So I used to encounter with some of the devotees who are doing this parikrama from last 39 years. This was the 39th year of the parikrama. And they are coming for this parikrama right from the first year. So I could definitely see how spiritually rich they were. Very rich. Like I met this Prabhuji who's from Delhi. I'll give you two instances which were very heart touching. So this person, he is from Delhi. He's almost now 78-year-old. And he is doing this parikrama from past 25 years, he told me. That every year I come for the parikrama. And basically, he used to visit Vrindavan earlier. He told me how he got in touch. तो वो वृंदावन आते थे अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ एंड स्पेशली हमारे इस्कॉन टेम्पल वृंदावन में यूज्ड टू कम टू हियर लेक्चर्स द 8 o'clock lecture in the morning. So he's saying whenever I used to go for the lecture with my friends, so they used to talk of vanaprastha कि किस प्रकार मनुष्य को at the age of 50-55 he should start developing some vairagya from his own family. So he's saying whenever I went to Vrindavan I got this message very strongly. So when I turned 55-56, what I did, first I used to only visit, parikrama karna, वापस घर चले जा. Then later, after 55, I made my family sit together and I told them that I have a deep desire, to have a small house in Vrindavan, go and stay there and practice vanaprastha and see how it is. And I offered my wife also because he was a nice, rich businessman. He settled his 2 children, his 2 sons, he settled them very well. Suppose settle करके अपनी duty खत्म करके he took this call And unki wife, she opted, I don't want to come with you, I want to stay with my sons. So he's saying I was all the more happy. जिस प्रकार शीला प्रभुपाद को उनकी वाइफ ने छुट्टी दे दी थी, मुझे भी मेरी वाइफ ने छुट्टी दे दी. So with a very light heart and a nice, attitude in life, with a perspective to serve Krishna, I came here. So that time he knew nothing about initiation. He knew nothing at all. But he had Krishna Prem in his heart. So the basic thing, like even today's Mokshada Ekadashi and Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Lord Krishna. The basic thing after reading Bhagavad Gita is we should develop some Krishna Prem. Whatever is told in the Bhagavad Gita, वो क्या है भगवान के मुख से निकला है, अमृत वाणी है वो. So if we try to implement some vairagya, some kind of tapasya, I'm sure the Lord is going to be very, very pleased. Because he sits in our heart as Paramatma and he knows what we are thinking. Even before the thought comes, he knows what we are thinking about. So हम माया में दुनिया भर को फूल कर सकते हैं, but not the Lord. So this man, he was saying, जैसे जैसे मेरे मन में, when he was talking, I was feeling कि उनको परमात्मा गाइड कर रहे थे. कि जैसे जैसे अंदर से आवाज आती गई, I started following my instincts. And today I'm staying in Vrindavan. I'm doing parikrama. I'm doing seva in the temple. I'm initiated, and I'm very happy that I'm practicing, something like Vanaprastha. So I don't know if I'll reach sannyas at the age of 70, at the later age, 80, 85. But right now, I'm so happy that I'm doing what is mentioned in the Shastras. So people I met there, they are living the Shastras. I am speaking the Shastras. I just hear and I'm able to speak, but I'm not implementing all of them. So I realized that you have a lot of work to be done, still a lot of work to be done on your own self. And I met one lady, a very old lady. She comes from a village nearby only, and she attends this parikrama. That lady's hand got fractured, completely fractured, plaster dala hua hai. She fell down somewhere in the first few days. And she was always carrying a small bag with her, always, something water to drink. So many times I approached her, कि Mataji, can I carry your bag? I can help you in some way. So she told me one sentence. She told me, नहीं बेटा, ये मेरी लड़ाई है, इसको मैं लड़ूंगी alone. ये मेरा तप है, और मैं यहाँ तपस्या करने आई हूँ. तो ये जो हुआ है ना, ये मेरा कर्म कट गया. She's telling me, ये मेरा कर्म कट गया. मैं मरने वाली थी, मेरा हाथ फ्रैक्चर हो गया, नो प्रॉब्लम. ये हाथ तो है, और मैं ये तपस्या करके भगवान को खुश करके यहाँ से जाना चाहती हूँ. अब इस बीच में अगर मैं किसकी सेवा ले लूंगी तो मुझे फिर वापस आना पड़ेगा. Even she was 74, 75, not young. So I was very, very mesmerized with this older group of people who was walking Prabhuji. Very, very heart touching. The inclination and the dedication they had was excellent. Excellent. So they are really practicing bhakti. So that lady would never give anybody anything. कि नहीं, मेरा सामान मैं उठाऊंगी, मेरा भोज मैं लूंगी, मेरे कर्म मैं देखूंगी, और मुझे हेल्प कौन करेगा? साक्षात उसको आना पड़ेगा. So they living in the village also, they are so much involved in Krishna, and they are so sure about him that he's going to come and help us. So what we speak and what we learn, I saw is what they were doing. Then there was this 90-year-old person, Prabhuji, 90-year-old person. He comes with his family from Orissa. He loves Jagannath Ji. He's basically from that side. He visits Jagannath Puri also very often. And he came with his family, Prabhuji. His son and his grandson were there. They were walking slower than him and getting tired, and he was walking fast. He used to always be ahead of his entire family. So I used to go and touch his feet every time, especially when I got to know he's 90 years, Prabhuji, I had tears in my eyes. That at this age, I feel exhausted, after 10 kilometers, after 12, but I never saw this person sitting down, chit-chatting, or waiting, or, making any kind of face. No. I'm on for the parikrama. He's coming out from last 20, 25 years, all these people. So it was very blissful. And I realized in doing all this, in listening to all this, whenever I used to come back to the tent also, I used to forget कि कितना walk किया है, कितना तकलीफ हुआ है, क्या हुआ है. It used to just melt down. And then used to have very nice lectures from Srila Prabhupada disciples who were coming in the evening all the way traveling from Vrindavan for us. And they were telling us how Srila Prabhupada himself, he very much wanted this 84 course parikrama to happen. But Loknath Swami Maharaj, he said that I was the first one to whom Srila Prabhupada revealed that I want to have this kind of a parikrama and you should start making the arrangements. But that time, I think it was just 10 to 11 days before he passed it, before he left the body. So it was his wish that I should sit in a bullock cart and do this parikrama. And they managed and they chalked out everything for him. They showed him the entire plan, everything. It was all passed by him, but then he could not do it personally. So till date, they take a bullock cart. They have placed Srila Prabhupada's big frame on it. And inside they keep prasad. They keep small booklets. And while passing through each village, they give prasad and the booklet to all the villagers. Because this is what Srila Prabhupada wanted. So whenever I got a chance, after I heard this, this was his dream, I used to walk right behind that bullock cart. Many times when I used to get tired, I used to walk right behind it. I used to touch the feet of Srila Prabhupada and say, I realize now how degraded and how lower a person I am. So you please help me to complete the parikrama. And every time a parikrama would be complete, I used to go there and bow to that bullock cart where he was placed. So for me, I thought Srila Prabhupada is there inside. So it was a beautiful experience. Each day would teach you something. And especially the last 5 days of Bhishma Panchak, which was very, a lot of austerities people were doing. I saw 500 people registering themselves for doing the fast. So I didn't know anything about the fast. Even I got myself registered. And then I got to know that the first day of Ekadashi, when it starts, is Nirjala. Then you have to have only fruit one time. And I prayed to Lord Krishna, then help me do this austerity. Help me here so that I do the austerity. And in some way, before going, I'm able to please you. So I was able to do the Nirjala also. I was able to eat only fruits for next 3-4 days. And the 5 days of Bhishma Panchak was also taken care. The only one beautiful experience which I had was every morning after Mangala Aarti, there was Gaur Nitai who were placed there. And everyone used to join hands to Gaur Nitai and leave. I don't know who talks to the deities. But the day I had to keep this fast on Ekadashi, Nirjala, and we had to walk for 20 kilometers. So I went and spoke to the deities and I told them that till now I must be asking so many things from you all. But right now I just ask you to give me some strength to do this fast, keep the Nirjala the entire day and not get shaken up in my mind and not get agitated by my mind because my mind will speak something or the other. And you give me the answer. I told the deities that you give me the answer. So after a second, when I turned back, so Tulsi Maharani, one lady, she was carrying the Tulsi Maharani pot on her head. She came and placed it on my head, which never happens. They don't allow anyone to touch the Tulsi pot also. They used to place it near the Lord and take it along with them. So she came and placed the Tulsi pot on my head. And the main thing was that Prabhuji, she did not realize that I was not the devotee she was looking out for. She just kept the Tulsi on my head and I thought I got the answer from the Lord. And that day was so smooth. That day was so smooth. It was so beautiful. Okay, I realized nothing, that I had no water, nothing. And the parikrama was beautifully done. So my only request to everybody is that if you get a chance to do this parikrama, you should take the chance, of course, but you should go with a very open heart, a very open mind, with a mindset of doing some tapasya, with a mindset of saying that, Lord, these 30 days are dedicated to you. Okay? And this will really help you to grow in bhakti and really help you to go through all the tough times that we face over there. You know, all the bathroom kinds, all the places to wash clothes, the cold water bathing, everything will be taken care by the Lord. So how much time do we have, Prabhuji?
Up to 6:30.
We have time up to 6:30.
We have half an hour more if you want to speak.
No. I can wind up in 10 minutes because 6:30 even people will get, annoyed. 1 hour is good enough.
Okay.
So basically, any question that anyone would like to ask, because I've told you the basic and there were so many such experiences. Like I saw people, especially who were placed from Jagannath Puri, getting their children, 6 months old children also, to do this parikrama. So I was seeing that how if you have done bhakti, you take birth in a very nice devotee's house, and how from a very small age
Yes.
you are fed with bhakti. So ये जो हम read करते हैं ना कि मृत्यु के वक्त जब हम जिसको याद करते हैं जो भी होता है, और अगर हमने अच्छा जीवन जिया है, भक्त का जीवन जिया है, तो हमें भक्त के घर में जन्म मिलता है. ऑल दीज थिंग्स आई सॉ हैपनिंग बिकॉज एक 6 महीने का बच्चा प्रैम में बैठा हुआ है एंड ही इज एंजॉयिंग द परिक्रमा, नॉट क्राइंग एंड मेकिंग नॉइज, एंड ही इज एंजॉयिंग द कीर्तन. द वेरी ब्यूटीफुल थिंग वाज द कीर्तन विच वाज हैपनिंग ऑन द वे. इट वाज सच अ ब्लिस. व्हेन यू वॉक बिहाइंड द कीर्तन पार्टी, आपको लगेगा नहीं कि यू आर देयर इन दिस संसार. Somewhere these places are cut off by Maya.
Correct.
Yes. And the walking part, which was very difficult, walking in the sun and your whole face tanning. आप कृष्ण के कलर के हो गए थे सब. ना सब एक दूसरे को चिढ़ा रहे थे, oh you have got the color of Krishna. सब dark हो गए हैं. So all this put together, I would say, was a beautiful experience which will always stay in our heart, whoever has gone there, of course. And I wish that I get many more chances to do such a parikrama again, because now I'm very well versed that how it goes about. And now when you go, you'll only deepen your faith further. So this one thing happened very beautiful. There was one kund. See, they were taking us to all the places. We were visiting beautiful old Prachin temples, and we were taking dip in the kund. So these two kund, which I really, really remember, is one was on the mountain top, where Lord Krishna used to sit and eat food with his friends. All the Bal Gopal, there was a huge place where they all the katori, chamcha, everything is there on the stones itself, carved on the stone. That here he used to sit. Then his charan is there. Lord Krishna's charan is there. Fir Gai ke charan hai. So very beautiful places. And they used to speak in such a way that aap visualize karoge. All these things were happening. So there was a kund over there, and that was some rishi who had come to do tapasya there in that place. He said that, Lord, how do I help the Kalyuga Jivas? How do we, because I will not sustain till then. है ना, मैं इस युग में हूं, मैं अगले युग तक थोड़ी ना पहुंचूंगा, मैं कैसे हेल्प करूंगा उनको. So Lord turned him into a kund, the rishi kund. It was a very beautiful kund. And ऐसा कहते हैं कि जो उसमें डिप लेते हैं तो उनका जो माया का डिजीज है ना वो खत्म हो जाता है. But it was so very cold, extremely cold, that none of us could dip, but we all took the achmani. So we went to such places where a rishi melted himself into a kund. Then we went to one more place. I forgot the name of the one. I will sometime let you know. But in that place, we had this Sheer Sagar. The kund was called Sheer Sagar. And there one beautiful vigraha of Lord Krishna and the Sheshnag and everything, it came out on its own. So there was a small story to it. There were two devotees who wanted to go from this one till Jagannath Puri walking. And they started the journey. वो दो devotees ने journey चालू कर दी. अब चालू तो कर दी, एक समय आ गया कि वो हाथ पर चल रहे थे. They were walking, जैसे 4-4-legged animals how they walk. उनके पैर चल नहीं पा रहे थे, वो हाथ का सपोर्ट लेके चल रहे हैं, और ये सब कुछ खराब हो गया. They've hurt themselves so badly. Then they are struggling with their body, they are crawling. कि नहीं, हम जगन्नाथपुरी तो ऐसे ही जाएंगे. फिर जगन्नाथ जी को उन पर दया आ गई, तो जगन्नाथ जी ने उनको दर्शन दे दिया उधर. Jagannath ji himself appeared to them in the night and he said, stop here only. You take my darshan here. Okay? And you go back to the one. No need to kill yourself for my darshan. I'm very much aware. You all are sincere devotees. And they got the darshan. Then they said, नहीं, अब तो हम गांव में बोलकर आए कि हम जगन्नाथपुरी जाएंगे. अब हमारा नाम खराब हो जाएगा कि जगन्नाथ जी ने कैसे आपको दर्शन दिया. So he said, no problem. I will come with you and there is a kund. Okay? And उस कुंड में there is a vigraha. आप जाओ और बोलो कि ये भगवान का विग्रह भगवान ने स्वयं मुझे आके बताया, क्योंकि किसी को उस गांव में पता नहीं कि वो विग्रह है अंदर. And he gave them the way, how to go, how a cow will help them, how the cow will reach there and show them the place. तो ये सब कुछ हुआ और वो विग्रह उन्होंने वहां पे स्थापित किया. So वो मंदिर सामने ही है, विग्रह है वहां पे स्पेशल, एंड यहाँ पे वो कुंड है. So उस कुंड में जब हम पहुंचे, so they told us the story and everything, and everybody wanted to take a dip in the kund. So most of the people, we all went in the kund at 11:30, 12 o'clock in the morning. We took a dip and we came out. Okay, at least, it was a very pious place. और उसी शाम को क्या हुआ, 5:30 को, which people had not gone to the kund, the Sheer Sagar, they came there. Okay, we have to take a dip. So Prabhuji, so many snakes came out. So many snakes came out. They would not let anybody come in. तो उसका उन्होंने वीडियो निकाला और सबको भेज दिया ग्रुप में कि यहाँ पे किसी को मत भेजो, बिकॉज देयर आर सो मेनी स्नेक्स इन द कुंड. एंड वो आचमनी तक करने को नहीं मिला. The snakes came up themselves. So when they came and they announced all this, so they said in the morning who all people had gone to the kund, that Prabhuji came and he asked. We are a group of people who were standing there. So we all raised our hands, me and a few Russian devotees and a few Matajis were there. गिने चुने लोग थे हम. So he's saying you all turned out to be very fortunate because अभी तो वो जितने सांप आ गए ना दिख रहे, वो किसको जाने ही नहीं दे रहे. So when you all went, they must be there, but by some Lord's mercy, you all were not bitten by anyone. So this was one experience. I thought, oh God, I went in the kund. I have the pictures also. I stood there for like nice 15-20 minutes and I was doing so many prayers and I was like, talking to Lord and I was telling so many things and nothing of this sort happened. So such beautiful experiences where, you feel the presence of Lord was all around in the air. So I would only request that whenever everyone gets a chance, you should try and do this parikrama. And they have come out with a certain way that people who cannot stay there in the tent, they can go back to Vrindavan and they can use the shuttle also. Then they have vehicles for people who cannot walk for so long. So they have all the kind of provisions. They have the VIP places also in the tent where you're given proper beds and a different little facility and amenities are given to you. So you should try this parikrama at least once in your lifetime, and you should gain some spiritual experience, some spiritual knowledge, and you should also imbibe that in yourself by raising your consciousness. So I will end here, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Did they show you the kund where Prayagraj used to come and take bath?
Yes, Prabhuji. I'll really tell you, they must have done that because we visited almost every place which is deep inside the woods also. Even the place where Lord Krishna used to play on the tree, where that Bandir one where Radhe Krishna, that marriage thing happened, Brahmaji was there. Sab kuch dikha hai, Prabhuji. Yeah. Even that Katyani Vrata, that Katyani temple, that tree which is still there. So everything was. I'm sure we must have gone to that kund. Mere dhyan mein nahi aa raha, but definitely.
So there is a story about that kund where Prayagraj used to come there. What happened? Vasudev, not Vasudev, Nanda Maharaj was preparing to go for Prayagraj for Yatra. And then Krishna told him that after one day you can go. So he takes him to that kund in the morning. And he saw a black person coming and taking a dip in that kund. And when he came out, he was full shiny and all that, a big one. So Nanda Maharaj asked him, who are you? He said, I'm Prayagraj. Because in Prayagraj, there are so many people coming, taking bath in that, and leaving all their papa's sins in me, so that after taking the sins from them, मैं पूरा काला पड़ जाता है. और इसलिए अपने को फिर वो पाप साफ करने के लिए मैं वृंदावन में आता है और ये कुंड में जब मैं स्नान करता है तो सब पाप धुल जाते हैं.
हरि बोल.
तो कृष्णा बोलता है नंद महाराज को, अभी आप ये कुंड में स्नान करना चाहेंगे कि प्रयागराज जाएंगे? नंद महाराज बोलते नहीं, मैं उधर नहीं जाएगा, वृंदावन ही ठीक है.
Yes, yes.
And then there is one about Bhandir one. Importance of Bhandir one is there, that there the marriage of Radha and Krishna took place.
Yes, yes.
There is still a tree under that. So that story goes like that, that one day Nanda Baba Krishna was very small, और उसको लेके उधर आता है गाया चराने के लिए, and suddenly the thunder, rain and thunder, they start. So whenever there was thunder, Krishna will be afraid and go and stick to his father, Nanda Baba को. Baba, Baba, मेरे को डर लगता है, मेरे को बचाओ. That was a Leela. So he used to take Krishna in his lap, Nanda Baba. But then after some time, Nanda Baba saw that Radha is coming. But Radha was young, around 14 or 15 years old, young, beautiful girl. Radha उधर से आ रही है. तो नंद बाबा ने उसको पहचान लिया. तो बोला, ओ राधा, प्लीज इधर आओ, हमारा ये कृष्णा है, बहुत डरता है, थंडर आ रहा है, और प्लीज इसको यशोदा माँ के पास लेके जाओ. तो ये यशोदा राधा बोलती ठीक है. वो उसको जब हाथ पकड़ के और लेके जा रही है, तो जब ये भांडेर वन में पहुंचते हैं, तो कृष्णा अपना हाथ छुड़ा देता है और राधा ढूंढने लगी किधर गया. तो इतने में कृष्णा becomes young, about 15 years or 16 years old. I think it was 14 years and Radha was 12 years, like that. They become young. And then Krishna just looks up and remembers Brahma. Immediately Brahma comes there down. Yes. और उनको बोलता है कि I want you to always remain together, so I want to get you married. Yes. और उधर पूरा वो जो बरगद का झाड़ है, इतना झुना झाड़ है, उसके नीचे बैठ के, और yes. उधर और कोई नहीं था, बट आकाश में से जो देवता लोग थे, they were seeing that all. And then of course वो भांडेर वन में कुछ जो होंगे रहने वाले, तो उन्होंने उन टाइम को, that was in द्वापर युग, तो वो लोग ने देखा और ब्रह्मा ने उनकी शादी कराई, और ऊपर आसमान से ढोल बज रहे हैं और झांझ बज रहे हैं और फ्लावर्स डाल रहे हैं, और ऐसा करके और उनकी शादी होती है. बट दैट इज द ओनली प्लेस. अदरवाइज राधा को तो छोड़ के गया था वो. बट देन यू मस्ट रिमेम्बर कि जब कृष्णा जब पैदा हुआ था देवकी को, उसी टाइम एक कृष्णा यशोदा माँ को भी पैदा हुआ था. यशोदा है ट्विंस, एक माया और एक कृष्णा. जब वासुदेव उनको लेके आता है कृष्णा को, तो कृष्णा के ऊपर रख देता है. दे गेट मर्ज टुगेदर, और माया को लेके चला जाता है. तो अभी क्या होता है कि इधर ये जो शादी का हो रहा था, उस टाइम जो यशोदा मैया को हुआ था कृष्णा, that Krishna and Yashoda get married. But the one who left Vrindavan and went to Mathura, that was the original of Devaki. तो माना वो क्या होता है, कृष्णा जो है कभी अपने को सेपरेट करता है, कभी अपने को कंबाइन करके रखता है. He can do anything, प्रभु जी. Lord Krishna can do anything. हाँ, वो अभी जैसे उसने 16,108 मैरिजेस की, तो he expanded himself in so many things, so many palaces. With every wife he lived separately, and not only that, he created this Vasudeva and Devaki also so many that in every mandap they were also sitting there. Every palace he was there. He can do anything. Now about this भांडेर वन, कहते हैं कि भांडेर वन में उधर ही एक कुआं है. There is a well. In that, on that Ekadashi day especially, that water turns into milk. Yeah, we were saying that. It turns into milk, and people take that milk like a amrit. It's like a nectar, and they take it. Yani still in Kali Yuga also that thing is happening.
Yes. These places are very powerful and very pious, Prabhuji, very purified.
Yes.
Maya cannot, come and
correct.
affect
And then from Bandervan, if we go little across the field where that cultivation is being done, there is Vansivat. This is the place, Vansivat, where there are the trees. And if you hear from the tree trunk, you still find the drums going on and beating is there. They say
Prabhuji,
this
but
was...
we all tried. We went to that place. They gave us enough time. We all tried. And then in the evening, when Loknath Swami Maharaj had come, he asked us, किस किस को आवाज सुनाई दिया? जिन जिन लोगों ने हाथ ऊपर किया ना, लोकनाथ स्वामी महाराज से अगर आपको आवाज सुनाई दिया ना, आप यहाँ पे पृथ्वी पे होते ही नहीं. आपकी बुद्धि का क्या हो जाता? You understand, listening to the drums and flute of Krishna, you would not be normal. क्या बात कर रहे हो? हमको नहीं सुनाई दिया, आपको कैसे सुनाई दे रहा है? So it is not easy. That level of bhakti is very, very high. And when they asked us, we sincerely put our hands पे कुछ नहीं सुनाई दे रहा था. There was one thing, there was some life within those trees. जैसे एक हार्ट बीट होती है ना, वैसे टाइप का कोई मूवमेंट था, but there was no voice. सुनाई नहीं दिया किसी को कुछ. So these are all powerful places, and we need to develop that kind of bhakti also. That हम वो, like Goswamis did. And
once when I was there, some Russian group also came there. So there were some ladies in the Russian group, and I told her, they were just moving around. They did not know the importance of that one Sivat. So I just told her, just put your ear on the trunk. And she put it. And she also heard the sound. Drum beats were there. They say that when in this area, when Rasalila was performed by Lord Krishna, that Rasalila is still going on. We cannot see it. We cannot see it. But those drum beats we can understand. So these are the importance of some place. Then when we come to Madhuvan, Madhuvan is a one where actually Dhruv Maharaj had done tapasya for 6 months. He was advised.
Prishni Garb, na? Prishni Garb, he became Prishni Garb to bless Dhruv Maharaj.
And he was advised by Narad Muni, you please go to Vrindavan. And because at that time, the Vrindavan area all was jungles only. They're forests only. And normally the people had so many cows. They used to go for grazing the cows and all that. So Dhruv Maharaj had the darshan of Bhagwan Lord Sri Narayan there. And because he was chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate, and that way he got the darshan of. So that is the importance of Madhuvan. And there is a tila little up where Dhruv Maharaj was sitting and doing tapasya. And by the side, there is a kunda also where he used to take bath and all that. So these are very important places which we see. If we go to Kamyavan, then in Kamyavan there is this Badrinath and Kedarnath, and they are there in that place. It comes in Mathura portion, in the Mathura portion, where these are there. I don't know whether there is Kamyavan or someone else, but there is Badrinath and there is Kedarnath. 2 mountains are there too. Not very big mountains, but we can say hills. 2 hills are there. And on the top of them, the temples are made. There are steps are there for going up.
Yes. We visited those places.
Yes. So when we had gone in a group, we had not taken parikrama, but we used to visit different places on different days. And during different years, sometime हम उधर चले जाएंगे, sometime इधर चले जाएंगे. So it was.
So Prabhuji, Loknath Swami Maharaj in one of his lectures, he spoke about these kund, कि जो कुंड का जो महत्व रहता है ना, और अभी भी जैसे हम गंगा बोलते हैं, जैसे आपने बात की इसमें मुझे याद आया, very beautifully he said कि इसमें हम डिप जरूर लेते हैं, और हम सोच रहे कि हम अपना पाप छोड़ के आ रहे हैं, चलो ठीक है, आपने पाप भी छोड़ दिया, हाँ, आपने डिप लिया, आपने अपने पाप छोड़ दिए, लेकिन वहां से निकल कर आपकी अगर पाप करने की वृत्ति खत्म नहीं हुई है तो पाप आपके साथ ही चला जाता है. तो he was saying the moment you enter some purified place, you may get purified because of the vibration of that place.
Correct.
Okay, because that place is very very powerful, much more than you are, right? So you
Yes.
may get those vibrations, you may get the mercy also of the place. But the very important thing कि आपने अगर पाप करने की वृत्ति को नहीं छोड़ा, अगर भक्ति को नहीं पकड़ा, then again you will end up in the same thing. क्योंकि यार कितने लोग गंगा में डिप मारकर आते हैं, बोलते हैं हम पाप छोड़कर आते हैं. चलो आप प्योरीफाई हो गए फॉर दैट मोमेंट, बट अगेन व्हेन यू आर बैक टू योर नॉर्मल रूटीन, तो पाप करने का जो सीड है वो नहीं खत्म होता, वो नहीं खत्म होता. So you are saying whenever you get to go to these places, meet saintly people, so please beg to the Lord, you know. हम ये लेवल पर शिला प्रभुपाद हमको बोलते थे, I beg to the Lord कि मेरे अंदर जो पाप करने का सीड है ना, वो इन जगहों पर जाए तो वो क्या हो जाए, वो वीकन हो जाए. प्लीज वीकन दैट सीड. It's not that you take a dip or you do 184 course parikrama, you become something great. It cannot work that.
Correct.
That maintain, you have to maintain that kind of a rhythm, that bhakti which you
Yes.
saw there, yes, which you understood, that you have to maintain it in your daily lives. जो पाप करने की वृत्ति है उसको खत्म करने की कोशिश करो, and that can happen only with Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, with devotee association, your guru, of course. So that he was saying that take the lesson कि मुझे अपने आप को change कर. When you go back, na, the focus should be you.
Yes. Whatever
it should
was
not be
told,
others.
Yes, this whatever was told by Loknath Maharaj, same thing was told by Shiva to Parvati.
Okay.
Once it so happened that कुंभ का मेला चल रहा था प्रयागराज में. So many people had come there and collected. So Parvati is asking Shiva. So after they take the dip, they wipe out all the sins. So naturally they will go to the Vaikuntha. तो वैकुंठ में जाके इतनी जगह है वैकुंठ में कि इन सब लोग को हम लोग ले लेंगे. तो शिव जी बोलता है इनमें से सब लोग नहीं आने वाले हैं, थोड़े से ही आएंगे. बोलते ऐसे कैसे, सब लोग इतनी श्रद्धा से आ रहे हैं अपना उधर स्नान करने के लिए, अपना पाप धोने के लिए. तो शिव जी बोलता है ठीक है हम चलते हैं, परीक्षा लेते हैं. तो शिव जी बिकम्स अ वेरी ओल्ड पर्सन. उसका जो लेप्रासी से पूरा शरीर खराब है, और उधर आके बैठते हैं. और पार्वती वेरी ब्यूटीफुल लेडी उसके पास में खड़ी रहती है. और वहां से जो लोग किधर आके बैठते हैं, जहां से जाते हैं वहां नहीं, जहां से डिप लेके आते हैं. बिकॉज देयर आर टू वेज, इधर से जाने वाले जो स्नान करने वाले हैं, दूसरे जो स्नान करके आते हैं, तो उधर आके खड़े रहते हैं, बैठते हैं. तो उधर से जो स्नान करके आते थे, तो पार्वती उनको बोलती थी भाई हम लोग बहुत दूर से आए हैं. जो भी पास होते थे, भाई हम बहुत दूर से आए हैं और मैं अभी थक गई है इसको उठा के, प्लीज आप हेल्प करो, इसको भी स्नान करने का है. और कहते हैं कि भाई स्नान करेगा तो उसका सब ये शरीर ठीक हो जाएगा. तो लोग तो उसको देख के भाई हम लेप्रासी वाले को हाथ लगाएंगे हमको लेप्रासी हो जाएगी, भाग जाते थे. कुछ लोग सोचते थे भाई शायद ये बेगर से इधर बैठे हैं, थोड़ा सिक्का उधर फेंक के चले जाते थे. लाइक दैट सो मेनी पीपल पास्ट. कोई भी हेल्प करने के लिए तैयार नहीं था. आखिर में एक बंदा आया, और उधर आया, उसको भी इसने सेम वे पार्वती रिक्वेस्टेड, बोला ये तो बहुत पुण्य का काम है, चलो मैं उसको उठा के लेके चलता है. और उसको उठाया और लेके चला. और दोनों ने, जब पार्वती और शिवा ने उसमें स्नान किया और बाद में इसको थैंक्स गिविंग के लिए अपना असली स्वरूप दिखाते हैं शिव और पार्वती, वो आदमी तो बड़ा खुश हो गया, एकदम दंडवत. तभी शिव पार्वती को बोलता है अभी देखा, इतने लोगों में से एक आदमी आपको मिला जो ऊपर वैकुंठ में जाने वाला है, बाकी सब स्नान तो करके आए, मगर उनकी जो अंदर की जो वृत्ति है ना, उसको इम्प्रूव नहीं किया, वो सेम के सेम ही है. तो लोकनाथ महाराज is saying the same thing what was told by Lord Shiva. So these are the stories actually. So whenever we go
and
on,
even Prabhuji was insisting a lot कि develop this parikrama के बाद, this parikrama teaches you to develop a lot of tolerance and a lot of patience, because all your comfort zones are gone. And suddenly आप एक दो दिन के difference में, you know, just come 2 days back and you're on the tapasya sthali.
yes,
So you will now realize what is the mercy of the Lord, what is to depend on him. क्योंकि after one point of परिक्रमा 10-12 किलोमीटर चल दिया ना प्रभु जी, मैं एक स्थान पर बैठकर लिटरली भगवान को लिटरली बोल देती थी कि मेरे तरफ से खत्म हुआ अभी, आई एम डन एंड आई एम वेरी जिद्दी, आई डोंट वांट टू टेक अ व्हीकल आल्सो, नाउ यू टेक ओवर फ्रॉम हियर. एंड मैं लिटरली और जो 8-7 किलोमीटर वॉक कर लेती थी, मैं भगवान को जाके लिटरली विद टीयर्स इन माय आईज एक ही बात बोलती थी कि यू आर देयर. वो अभी रियलाइज हो रहा है. तो रेगुलर रूटीन में नहीं होता रियलाइज, बिकॉज वी आर यू नो वेरी बिजी विद अवर माइंड्स ओनली. यहाँ पे माइंड स्टॉप होता है एंड यू व्हेन यू स्टार्ट डिपेंडिंग ऑन गॉड, दैट फेज स्टार्ट्स. यू नो अभी 5:30 को खाना खत्म, सपोज वी आर नॉट यूज्ड टू दैट काइंड. 5:30 को खाना मिलता था, खत्म हो गया. तो मैं देखती थी दूसरे लोग ले लेकर रखते हैं, बट आई चोज के नहीं, आई विल गो थ्रू दैट फेज. कुछ नहीं खाना है 5:30 के बाद, सपोज हाउ यू फील, व्हाट इट इज. सो इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल एक्सपीरियंस. आप सुबह को जल्दी उठ पाते हो क्यों, जब आप अपने खाने पर, सोने पर, सब पर नियंत्रण, स्पेशली इस पर क्या बोलते हैं ना हम और क्या अंदर जाता है, इस पर नियंत्रण लगाते हैं, तो द भक्ति प्रोसेस बिकम्स इजियर, इट बिकम्स बेटर. And your focus should be on self, not others.
हाँ, बोलते हैं किसी के बारे में बुराई नहीं करने की, नहीं तो उसके सब पाप आपको लग जाते हैं. जिसकी बुराई करोगे उसके सब. तो इसलिए one has to be very careful in speaking, especially जब हम धाम यात्रा में, धाम में होते हैं तो.
Yes.
But it was so nice. Thank you so much. Very nicely explained.
Thank you so much for giving me a chance to share my experience. And God bless everyone with this parikrama once at least. And may they have beautiful experience.
Now, whenever you have any of the particular, say, katha to be told to us, we are available on Monday and Wednesday. That is from 5 to 6:30.
Sure.
So you are welcome anytime. Only one day before you tell us as to you will be speaking on so and so subject, and then we will put it in the, like today we put it in the circular that you will be speaking on so and so subject.
We can do from Krishna book also, Prabhuji. Krishna book has katha and then they have a beautiful conclusion.
So many,
so we can read those paragraphs.
Correct. And similarly, you know, sometimes Gopa Vinita also comes. वो भी श्रीमद् भागवतम में से कोई कथा होती है तो बताती है. अपना जो कालिंदी महर्षि है वो भी श्रीमद् भागवतम में से बताती है. Whenever they are ready, yes. तो अभी जैसे कालिंदी है तो वो बना रही है नव योगेंद्र के ऊपर. तो लास्ट वीक शी गेव सम हाफ द पोर्शन, क्यों देयर आर 9 योगेंद्रास, और उसके बारे में उसने 3 जनों के लिए बताया था. बाकी जो है और so she will be preparing and then telling us. So like that we keep on. This class is based on the shloka which is given by Rupa Goswami in Nectar of Instruction. Dadati pratiganati guhyam akhyati prachati bhunkate bhojayate eva shadvidam bhakti priti vardhanam. माना, इसका माना क्या है, डिवोटीज जो हैं आपस में एक दूसरे को गिफ्ट लियो, गिफ्ट दियो, गिफ्ट लियो,
व्यवहार.
यानी हाँ, गुह्यम अख्याति प्रचति, माना आपके पास जो स्पिरिचुअल नॉलेज है, जैसे जो भगवत गीता है उसको भी कॉन्फिडेंशियल बोला गया है नॉलेज. कृष्णा जब ये इसको बोलता है तो आई टेलिंग हिम, आई एम गिविंग यू दिस कॉन्फिडेंशियल नॉलेज because you are my friend and sakha, therefore I am telling you. So spiritual knowledge, maybe from Ramayana, maybe from Mahabharata, maybe from Srimad Bhagavatam, maybe from Bhagavad Gita, or from Krishna book, you can tell us in the story form.
Sure.
And we will be. So this is what, और उसमें और क्या बोलता है, ये गुह्यम अख्याति प्रचति भुंकते भोजे तेव. आप डिवोटीज को बुलाओ आपके घर में, उनको खिलाओ, आप उनके पास जाओ. जैसे हम कीर्तन वगैरह कहीं भी होता है तो हम उसके घर में जाते हैं और उनके पास जाके प्रसाद वगैरह लेते हैं. तो दैट इज द actually Rupa Goswami had said, and our this class is based on that. आपको जो नॉलेज है आप हमारे साथ शेयर करो, हमारे पास जो नॉलेज है हम आपके साथ शेयर. Like today we were doing together whatever you were saying, and then whatever I had information I gave you. So this is the basis of this class. तो आपको जब भी टाइम मिलेगा, our link is there, the same link continues.
Yes. So I also realized, Prabhuji, one thing I'll share with you, that the morning class which Ruplas Prabhuji has given me, क्या morning class जो मेरा चलता है भागवत गीता का, we are doing one shloka each day, and it's going on from past 2.5 years, and I've reached 13.22, 13 chapter, 22nd shloka. So I realized while you're preaching, while you're sharing, I'm not a guru kind of person. I just tell them that I'm sharing with you all. You start correcting yourself. जब आप नॉलेज शेयर करते हैं ना, और स्पेशली जब आपके गुरु ने आपको कुछ दिया है, आपको कुछ कार्य दिया करने को, आप कर रहे हो सिंसियरली, the change starts coming. There is a change. Whenever you're sharing, whenever you're giving that knowledge, at least with me, what happens, whenever I'm sharing something or saying something, after that class is over, my mind starts bombarding me. Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you following this? If no, then start doing it.
Correct.
You know, and you won't believe that my Lokhandwala group morning, I have 22 people who participate. So मैं हर कुंड में जब डिप ले रही थी, I was sincerely praying for them. कि बेचारे रोज सुबह को उठकर आते हैं, सुनते हैं, you develop some kind of बिना कोई मतलब का, स्वार्थ का, निष्काम प्रेम होता है ना. So I have that kind of love for these morning people who come and they listen and they start practicing.
Yes.
So
It's
a lot
good
of blissful things happen when we are sharing our knowledge.